Let's talk about self-acceptance. Hi friends, it's Ayu. Welcome back to the channel. I am so happy to have you here. So in this video, we are going to talk about what is self-acceptance, why it is important for us to accept ourselves, why is it hard to do, and how you can start accepting yourself. So let's get to it. So what is self-acceptance? It's a practice of acknowledging and accepting all aspects of yourself, whether it is good or it is bad, all your positive traits and all your negative traits, including your weaknesses, your strengths, your good habits or your bad habits, your flaws and imperfections. It involves recognizing your thoughts, your feelings, your behaviors without judgment or criticism. Self-acceptance means you are coming to terms with who you are. Well, self-acceptance doesn't mean that you are so perfect and flawless that you are avoiding self-growth and improvement. It also doesn't mean that you are going to be confident all the time. It's only normal to have doubts. That's what makes us human. And it also doesn't mean that we are always right about everything. So why do we need to accept yourself? Without self-acceptance, we are prone to low self-esteem because we are going to be constantly comparing ourselves to other people, and most of the time that would lead to feeling of doubts, insecurity, and it will lower our self-worth. Lack of self-acceptance oftentimes manifests itself in negative self-talk. That's when we overly harsh with ourselves, and being negative person, we criticize ourselves so much and we are only focusing on our flaws and shortcomings. This negative internal dialogue will diminish our confidence and it will lead us to feel anxiety and depression. When we don't accept ourselves, we may seek validation and approval from other people. It might lead to codependency and unhealthy toxic relationship. We might tolerate disrespect, mistreatment, or compromise our value in order to gain approval from the other person, which can create a cycle of disappointment and dissatisfaction. When we don't accept ourselves, we might avoid pursuing our dream because we are afraid that we're going to fail. This fear can hold us back from reaching our full potential and limit our opportunities for growth. Inability to accept ourselves can lead to the significant emotional distress, including feeling self-loathing, shame, and loneliness. These negative emotions could overall impact our well-being and contribute to a cycle of unhappiness and discontentment. Why is self-acceptance hard to do? It's most likely because we judge ourselves so harshly, talk so bad to ourselves, we put shame and guilt to ourselves. We are our hardest critics. We criticize ourselves so badly, and a lot of time we don't think we deserve it. There are messages that we receive since we were a childhood from our culture, from our environment, that we don't deserve to be accepted the way we are, that we have to change, we have to conform to our society, we have to conform to our culture, to the way they do things. So we don't think we deserve to be accepted the way we are, and that is going to make you feel that you are not good enough. And it could be also the way you are raised. A lot of time your parents or caregiver may say or do things that makes you feel that you are not accepted for who you are. It could also because you feel guilty of past event, of the mistakes that you made in the past. It could also because you've been taught to see yourself as inferior because of your race, because of your gender, your age, your orientation, or some other aspect of yourself. So how can you accept yourself truly? Now, this is something that I have done for myself. I grew up in a very strong culture with very strong parents, and I did pick up a lot of belief systems that are not beneficial for me and makes me feel that I am unworthy and I should change myself. I cannot be myself fully. Number one thing that I did was to have a journal. I'm a huge proponent for journaling. In the journal, I wrote down all my feelings, all my thoughts, and all the problems that I'm having in my life. And by doing that, I became aware of my emotion. And when I'm aware of my negative emotions, I was able to challenge all of them. I was able to question why I feel that way, what makes me feel the way I did, and ask where does it come from. Once I figured out where all these negative feelings, negative thoughts coming from, I was able to forgive others and forgive myself. Now this takes a little bit of work because forgiveness has to come from you and is for you. It is not for the other people, but it is for you and for your own well-being. When you forgive somebody, you are giving yourself permission to let go of the past and move forward to a better future. It is very important for you to be the best friend that you can be for yourself. Be that person that is so kind, so loving towards yourself. Be sure to give yourself a lot of positive talk, a lot of comfort, and soothe yourself whenever negative thoughts coming. Learn to be your own best friend. You're focusing on your strength. Celebrate your strength because every single person has their own strength. The tips should be patient with yourself because self-acceptance is a gradual process. It's not an overnight thing. Be patient with yourself and celebrate your progress every single day. See you next time. Bye.